Heartbreak touches us all, a deep ache in the core of our being. Do you ever feel trapped by its echoes, wondering if peace is? This isn't merely pain, it's a pattern, a cycle we carry. Tibetan wisdom calls this emotional karma, a realm of our own making. It's not punishment, but patterns of mind created by attachment. Heartbreak reveals where our deepest clinging lies. The realm of emotional karma isn't a prison. It's a profound teacher, showing us the path to liberation. Each wave of sorrow holds a hidden teaching. By truly seeing it, we begin to dissolve its hold, transforming it into wisdom. This transformative power lies within you. It's not about escaping pain, but embracing it with an open, aware heart. Practices like Tonglen help us transmute suffering. We breathe in pain and breathe out compassion for ourselves and others. Cultivate self-compassion. Be kind to your own suffering. Mindfully observe emotions, letting them arise and pass without judgment. Through this compassionate turning, heartbreak transforms from a burden into a profound source of wisdom and strength. Embrace this wisdom. Let your heartbreak be a gateway to freedom. Remember, true liberation begins within your own heart. We often feel ensnared by recurring emotional patterns, echoes of past heartbreaks shaping our present. This is emotional karma. These patterns aren't punishments, they are invitations. Invitations to observe the deep imprints left by our past choices and reactions. Heartbreak, anger, fear, they are not enemies. They are messengers, revealing where our attachments and misunderstandings reside. Emotional karma isn't about retribution, it's about learning. Each pattern offers a chance to respond differently, to break the cycle. Instead of reacting impulsively, we pause. We create space between the trigger and our response, a moment of profound freedom. Tibetan wisdom offers Tonglen, taking in suffering, sending out compassion. Begin with your own pain, acknowledging its presence gently. Next, cultivate self-compassion. Treat your own heartbreak and emotional wounds with the same profound kindness you'd offer a dear friend. Mindfulness of emotions means observing these karmic patterns without judgment. See them as transient clouds passing through the vast sky of your awareness. Through these practices, we don't erase karma, but transform its energy. Heartbreak becomes a path to profound understanding and liberation. Embrace this wisdom. Let your heartbreak be a guide, not a burden. Discover the hidden power within your emotional karma. Heartbreak often feels like an ending, a wound that won't heal. Yet, Tibetan wisdom sees it as a profound opportunity for transformation. This isn't about punishment. Emotional karma is simply the patterns we've created, now manifesting as pain, inviting our awareness. To truly see emotional karma, we must first turn inward. Observe the raw feelings without judgment, without trying to push them away. This mindful awareness reveals the impermanent nature of even the deepest pain. It shows us that feelings arise, linger, and eventually pass. Cultivate self-compassion, treating your own suffering with the same kindness you'd offer a dear friend. This softens resistance. From this space of compassion, we can embrace Tonglen, a powerful Tibetan practice. It transforms personal pain into universal healing. With each breath, we take in the suffering of ourselves and others, the heat, the darkness. Then, we breathe out peace, light, and relief. This practice transforms pain not by avoiding it, but by embracing it with an open heart. It dissolves resistance and expands compassion. Through these practices, heartbreak ceases to be a burden. It becomes a doorway to profound wisdom, inner strength, and boundless love. Embrace your heartbreak as a teacher. Let these ancient Tibetan practices guide you to an enduring peace within your compassionate heart. We often feel trapped by emotional karma, especially after heartbreak. This isn't punishment, but a pattern of mind. Tibetan wisdom teaches us that these patterns are not fixed. We hold the power to transform them, to break free. This transformation begins not by resisting pain, but by truly seeing it with an open and compassionate heart. One powerful practice is Tonglen, taking in suffering, sending out compassion. It transforms your heart. Imagine breathing in the pain of your heartbreak, the heaviness, the sorrow. Feel it fully, without judgment. Then, as you exhale, send out peace, healing, and freedom to yourself and all beings who suffer similarly. Tonglen transforms not only your pain, but also your connection to humanity, fostering boundless compassion. Alongside Tonglen, cultivate self-compassion. Treat your wounded heart with the same kindness you'd offer a dear friend. Observe your emotions with mindfulness, like watching clouds drift by. They arrive, linger, and then pass away. Through these practices, heartbreak becomes a path to profound wisdom and boundless compassion. Begin your journey today. Heartbreak feels like an unbearable weight, doesn't it? A deep wound that seems to cling to your very being, refusing to heal. Tibetan wisdom teaches us that this pain isn't random. It's often the echoes of emotional karma, seeking resolution within your heart. This karma isn't punishment, it's an opportunity to purify, to release old patterns that no longer serve your deepest peace. One powerful practice is Tonglen, where you breathe in the pain of others and yourself, transforming it into compassion. Imagine breathing in the raw, heavy sensation of heartbreak. Hold it gently, acknowledge its presence without judgment. Then, as you exhale, send out boundless compassion, peace, and healing, not just for yourself but for all beings. This radical empathy allows your heart to expand, transforming personal suffering into universal love and wisdom. Self-compassion is equally vital. Treat your wounded heart with the same tenderness you would offer a dear friend in pain. Mindfulness of emotions allows you to observe them without being swept away. They arise, they stay, they pass. By embracing these practices, heartbreak becomes a profound teacher, guiding you to true liberation and an unwavering heart. Heartbreak isn't just pain, it's a profound doorway. It reveals the deepest patterns of our emotional karma, inviting us to look closer. This suffering, though intense, holds a hidden power. It's an opportunity to transform deep emotional patterns. Tibetan wisdom teaches us not to avoid heartbreak. Instead, we engage with it directly, turning poison into medicine. Through this engagement, we can transform the raw energy of suffering into wisdom, compassion, and true liberation. One powerful Tibetan practice is Tonglen, giving and taking. It transforms our relationship with suffering, both our own and others. With Tonglen, you breathe in the pain and suffering of yourself and others, and breathe out relief, peace, and compassion. Self-compassion is equally vital. Treat your own wounded heart with the same tenderness you would offer a dear friend. This gentle acceptance heals the inner wounds of heartbreak, allowing space for true peace to emerge from within. Mindfulness of emotions means observing them without judgment. They are like clouds passing in the vast sky of your awareness. By embracing these practices, you unlock the hidden power of heartbreak, finding lasting peace amidst life's ceaseless flow. Remember this: heartbreak often feels like a personal failure, a wound that won't heal. But what if it's a teacher revealing deeper patterns within? The pain from relationships or life's unexpected turns can seem relentless, trapping us in cycles of sorrow and regret. Tibetan wisdom teaches us about emotional karma not as punishment, but as recurring emotional habits and imprints. These karmic imprints, formed through countless experiences, shape how we react, how we love, and how we suffer. Recognizing this is the first step, seeing that our reactions are often echoes of past patterns, not new events. To transform this, we engage in contemplative practices. Tonglen, for instance, breathes in suffering and breathes out compassion. Self-compassion allows us to cradle our own pain with kindness, acknowledging our shared human vulnerability. Mindfulness of emotions means sitting with anger, grief, or fear, simply observing them without judgment or attachment. Through these practices, heartbreak becomes a gateway. We don't avoid the pain, we transform it into wisdom and freedom. Embrace your emotional karma not as a burden, but as a profound opportunity for liberation. This journey truly begins now. Emotional karma often manifests as deep heartbreak, a residue from past connections. It feels heavy and binds us. But this very pain holds a hidden power, a chance to truly transform suffering into compassion and wisdom. Tibetan wisdom offers Tonglen, a practice of sending and receiving compassion. We begin by breathing in the pain. Visualize taking in the dense, dark suffering of yourself and others. Let it dissolve within your heart. Then, breathe out light, peace, and healing, sending boundless love to all beings, including yourself. Beyond Tonglen, self-compassion is vital. Treat your own aching heart with profound gentleness and understanding. Observe emotions without judgment, like clouds passing in the sky. They arise, they stay, then they dissolve. Allow yourself to sit with discomfort. It is through this brave presence that true healing and release begin. This contemplative work transforms emotional karma, loosening its grip. You are not your suffering. Embrace these practices. Discover the hidden power of your heart to find lasting peace amidst life's challenges. Heartbreak, a profound pain, is often a potent manifestation of our emotional karma. It's not a punishment, but a pattern revealing itself. Emotional karma is not about external blame, but the internal patterns of attachment and aversion we carry from countless lives. These patterns manifest as our deepest attachments to people, ideas, or outcomes, creating the conditions for future heartbreaks. To transform this karma, embrace the pain. See it not as an enemy, but a teacher revealing your inner landscape. The Tibetan practice of Tonglen offers a powerful path breathing in suffering, breathing out compassion for ourselves and others. Imagine breathing in the raw pain of heartbreak, your own and others, as dark smoke, transforming it within your heart. Then, breathe out pure, luminous compassion and healing light, sending it to all who suffer, including your past self. Beyond Tonglen, cultivate self-compassion. Treat your own wounded heart with the same tenderness you would offer a dear friend. Practice mindfulness of emotions. Observe your feelings without judgment, like clouds passing in the vast sky of your awareness. Through these practices, heartbreak becomes a gateway to profound wisdom, transforming emotional karma into unconditional love and peace. Heartbreak feels like an ending, a wound deep within the soul. Yet, Tibetan wisdom sees it as a powerful beginning. Emotional karma isn't punishment, it's a pattern, a karmic imprint revealing areas needing healing. Heartbreak illuminates these deeply. Instead of resisting pain, we can learn to embrace it. This transformation isn't about escaping suffering, but integrating it fully into our path. One profound practice is Tonglen, taking in the suffering of others and ourselves with the in-breath, sending out compassion with the out-breath. Imagine breathing in the pain of heartbreak as dark smoke, transforming it into clear, healing light, then sending out peace and love with your out-breath. Self-compassion is another vital path. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we'd offer a dear friend suffering heartbreak. Feel the warmth of your hand on your heart. Allow yourself to acknowledge the pain without judgment. Mindfulness of emotions teaches us to observe our feelings like clouds passing across the sky. They arise, they stay, and they dissolve without needing our. When heartbreak arises, simply notice it. Where do you feel it in your body? What is its quality? Through Tonglen, self-compassion, and mindfulness, we transform emotional karma. Heartbreak becomes a profound teacher, guiding us towards deeper wisdom and boundless compassion. Embrace this journey. We often feel trapped by heartbreak, by the echoes of past hurts. This emotional karma seems to bind us, doesn't it? Tibetan wisdom teaches us that heartbreak, though painful, holds a hidden power. It's an invitation to profound spiritual growth. The realm of emotional karma is where our past actions and reactions manifest. It's not punishment, but a chance to purify, to learn. We often cling to the stories of our pain, replaying them, strengthening their hold. This keeps us bound in the cycle. But we can break this cycle. We can learn to observe our emotions without judgment, allowing them to pass like clouds. This is where contemplative practices like Tonglen come in. We breathe in the suffering and breathe out compassion, transforming karma. Self-compassion is another key. Treat your own suffering with the same kindness you'd offer a dear friend. Be gentle. Mindfulness of emotions means acknowledging them fully, without judgment or trying to change. Just witness their arising and passing. These practices help us release the grip of karma, transforming heartbreak into wisdom and compassion. Find your inner peace. Allow this wisdom to guide you, transforming life's challenges into opportunities for awakening. Begin your journey today. Heartbreak feels intensely personal, a wound inflicted by another. Yet, Tibetan wisdom teaches us to see it as emotional karma, a reflection of deep inner. This isn't about blame, but understanding the seeds we've sown, consciously or not. Heartbreak invites us to observe these patterns without judgment. When we truly see this karma, without aversion or grasping, we begin to loosen its hold. This seeing is the first step to true transformation.